I look so bad. I just woke up. I am going to do my makeup, but I am going to talk about starting over and letting go. This is a new series that I'm gonna do. So you guys voted. I put this on my Instagram. Would you rather me talk about how I got started in the beauty industry or starting over? So you guys said 56% said starting over. So yeah. I need to do my makeup because I'm going to the mall. I feel like I always look so much worse in these videos than in person, but maybe this is how I truly look. I'm tired. I have things to do. I'm gonna hopefully you can't hear the fan. Let me like shut the fan off actually. So when I put this out of starting over, letting go, one of my close friends, I asked her, I was like, what should I put? And she goes, definitely do the beauty industry, which I'll probably do like that video later on. The ones that don't win, uh, those are the ones that I'll end up doing probably like later on talk about. So I'll definitely talk about how I got started in the beauty industry and where I am now. But recently there's been a lot that has been happening in my personal life with just like everybody else, but I mean with certain people, and it's hard. It's hard when you give someone so much time and you invest in a person for so long, and it's hard. This is like relationship, friendship, family, and it's also hard when you really thought that something would happen later on, like between you and the person. Um, this is more for relationship, this part, but when you will always, you just like kept fighting, to be together, not fighting like arguing, but you just always had the back of your mind that in the future something would happen, and then when it kind of just comes like just crumbles down and shuts down, it's really hard. So it's like, how do you let go? And you're basically starting over. You know, you paint a picture of maybe you wanted to have a family or wanting to um, just get married one day and get a house together, a place together. And then one day it's like everything you thought would happen just will never happen. So, how do you move from that? I write things in my notepad, which I've said before, when I do the Let's Talk videos, but now it's Convos with Kay. And I'm just gonna like read some things off. So, what first spiked this was that I got to the point, this is when I realized I needed to let go and start over. I got to the point when I look in the mirror, I don't recognize that girl. And that was really hard, to say the least. I'm going to just mix foundation. Normally these videos would just be me talking, but I have to do a few things at one time because I have to go out. But yeah, so I would look in the mirror and I would see it, look at this girl, and I couldn't even tell you her name, what she likes, what she doesn't like, what she does. And I'm not gonna cry, so don't worry. But I just put a lot. It's really hard when you feel lost. And actually, this YouTuber that I watch, she just posted a video about being lost. And then, but when you're lost, you actually can find yourself, which I found is like really deep. Yeah, that should be good. But it's not easy at all letting go. And recently, like, me and my other friend, we've been both going through some things, and I would tell her advice, and then while I'm talking to her, I'm like, Kayla, you really need to take your own advice. Like, you're telling this girl that it's okay to let go, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that. Make sure you blend down your neck. It's okay when you love somebody, but sometimes you just have to let go. I'm like, Kayla, you should really take your own advice. But it's hard when you just invest in a person. I'm gonna read you some things. Like, and I think people think that in order to move on, you have to just, like, let's understand what's going on and take baby steps. But sometimes you'll never understand, but you deserve to heal. I just doing my face, guys. I'm sorry it's taking a little while. I'm actually mixing the Maybelline Fit Me. It's the matte and the dewy because I can like a combination, and I don't like them on their own. I think the matte can be really, really matte. Um, it does look pretty on normal skin, but then I feel like the dewy is way too dewy. That's if you really have dry skin. That's perfect. Oh my god. Sorry. But yeah, I don't like them like separate for me, so I kind of like just mix the two of them and plus two different shades. Okay, so I wrote something in my notepad that I'm not going to say exactly. I need a freaking like. I'm not gonna say too much because I kind of like wrote some names in there because I can speak to myself. But after fighting for a certain amount of years, it's hard to fully let go, no matter how many times the person didn't speak. I always knew we would again. And for all the ladies, even guys watching this, I'm just letting you know the person you talk to will always come back into your life. When you think that, oh, this is over, one day the person will write you again or will try to get in contact with you. So even if you moved on, just know that person who has hurt you will always come back. And my friend, who's just probably watching this, uh, even she can vouch for this because I said it at first, and she's like, "Oh no, no," and then all of a sudden the guy's like apologizing, and it's like, yeah, because even when you think you know them, they will come back somehow. It may take them a few hours, it may take them a day, weeks, maybe a year. Because I've had a guy write me after he was really, really disrespectful in high school to me and my sister and my friends, and he wrote me a year later. And I was like, yeah, sure, like I forgive you, but don't care about you at all, so goodbye. But they will always come back, and you can't let that bring you back to your past. I do believe that you never know what the future holds. So, you and the person, or your friend, either, you might reconnect in the future, but you can't get back to the past, that mindset where you were, and remember the bad, because we always remember the good, and that's what makes our depressing thoughts worse, because you get soaked up in the good. Oh, we had a great time doing this. Oh, we had a great time doing that. But that is one of the, when I was going through my depression 6 years ago, sorry for my voice, it goes in and out. I kept remembering the past, with the good times in the past, with not just my significant other, but family and friends. And you're just like, why can't we be like that? How about we figure out how we can be better and go forward? Because when you stay stuck in the past, you can't let go. You can't start over. You're just stuck there. But why are we stuck there? Because you can't fix that. That already happened. And for people who are starting over with their career, maybe they're moving forward, going to college, or if somebody little is going to high school, or maybe you just got out of marriage, or maybe you just broke up with somebody you've been with for so long, maybe you just let go of a friend that you've known for 10, 15 years, whatever the case may be, or maybe even a year. You know, sometimes so much can happen in a year. If you are starting over, I truly recommend to do something that will distract your mind and something you've always wanted to do. For me, 6 years ago, I always wanted to do makeup, so that's when I started. That's when I started buying my own makeup, and I remember when I started with the little pile, and now I have a bunch of shelves. Now I love makeup, but that's when I realized I need to do something that I normally don't do, because I can always sit here and play with makeup, but it wasn't fulfilling that my mind anymore. I was still having negative thoughts, really bad anxiety. So I was like, you know what? It's about damn time I start YouTube. And that distracted my mind. Even though I do makeup, if you guys have watched other videos, I also am doing something like this, like my Let's Talk videos. Now it's Convos Okay, and I'm gonna start doing fashion hauls, and I'm doing things that I've always wanted to do, and that's what will help me move forward. You're starting over, you're letting go of things in your past, and you're doing things that make you happy. If you don't like the job you're in, it's hard because you need money, but I do recommend maybe starting something on the side and seeing where that goes, and save, and then find another job and go from there. If you're in just a toxic relationship, you need to pull the plug. There's no other way to say it. You need to pull the plug. If you don't pull the plug, you're gonna stay in it. And it's coming from a girl who, for many years, it was back and forth. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I mean, the person didn't talk for a year. And, even though things still are complicated recently, it became uncomplicated when I just was like, okay, person made it clear we will never be anything. And, it's my decision if I want to keep the person in my life, but I have to know that whatever happens from here on out, I put it on myself. But now I'm creating a wall that you will never get that close to me fully, because I'm a person who loves hard and cares so much about people and would do anything. And that's something I need to. It's good, but you need to know when to stop. I'm back. My whole face done. By the way, I realized my ring light wasn't fully on, so I hope it doesn't look so dim. I don't want to film the video all over again. But, so I just did my eyes and my lips off camera because I felt like I kept talking and I couldn't do my makeup and I have to leave in like a half hour. So I just use what I do? Oh, I use the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter for over here. It really does give just like, it gives you like more of like a wet look, but I'm really liking that. Then I went in with the Becca and Chrissy Teigen. It's a glow highlighter and eyeshadow duo, and it smells like cinnamon, the churros. So the top is the the eyeshadow, which is like a beautiful like rose gold, but like brownie. It's weird, yeah. And then it's like the jelly highlighter, but I use just the jelly highlighter on my eyes, which I will, if I don't drop it, I will maybe do a close up. Most likely do a close up, and then I'll post pictures on my beauty Instagram. And then I just went in with any black eyeshadow that you have, and I smoked that out. But I kind of went in. So at first I was just gonna do like liner and then put that on top, but then I kind of messed up a little bit on this eye. So then I went in with just like a flat brush with the highlighter, and I was smoking it out, and I kind of just like look kind of like the runway looks that you see a lot, because it's like really glowy jelly, like a wet look like that. Then I went in with Spice MAC lip liner, with the Neutral Rose from Bobbi Brown. So those that's like one of my favorite combos because it's like a pinky, but it looks good on a lot of skin tones. But it's not too pink, so it's like a rosy color. So yeah. Oh, and then I went in with, I have stuff all over me. The KKW Smoky Mascara, which is actually one of my favorite mascaras right now. What it does is that it really does intensify your lashes. So when it says like, I don't know if they call it smoky, but I call it smoky. Once you put it on, your eyelashes are instantly black, and so that means it's right away like you're defined. Because I feel like eyelashes, and lips is like one of the most important things if you do makeup. Because like lashes, they make you look more awake. So if you just put lashes on or you put mascara on, you automatically look awake. And then it's always good to moisturize your lips so they're not like crusty. And I also love concealer because concealer also makes you look awake. So if you just have like those three things, you're set. But yeah, so I really like how the look came out. I will definitely put a close up for you guys. But I'm gonna leave my hair like this. I have bangs now. So check it out. I haven't posted a picture yet about it, but I think in one of my next videos, you'll definitely see the bangs out. But I do bangs throughout the week. So like last night when I came home from work, I just like washed my hair and I brushed them back so like they're like tucked in here because I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, I love the bang look. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, but did like it, like at least. I am working on my room, so like everything's off the walls right now. The mirror right here is just on my little side table. We have all the paint, everything's just like ready to go. It's just been hard because when I was sick and then went back to work and then my sister works, like it's just been like no time. But overall, I always feel weird talking. But overall, I really do hope that you guys have the mindset, the courage, the motivation to, if you are going through something really hard and you just can't stay in anymore, it's okay to start over. Feel comfortable about starting over. It's actually a very uncomfortable situation. So if you have just anybody near you who really is really positive and wants the best for you, talk to them and tell them what's going on. And it's just good to have at least somebody by your side or feel like you have somebody by your side. And if you really, I know there's people who don't have anybody, you got me. Look, we're talking. That's how when I was going through my depression, I watched Dulce Candy. She's the first YouTuber I ever watched. And she's actually the YouTuber who just posted a video on like being lost and stuff like that and finding your way. And she helped me, and she doesn't even know who I am. But hopefully I can meet her one day. That'll be amazing. I might cry, fangirl. But no, it's like it's always good to have at least somebody. And if you don't, you are strong and you will move past whatever you're going through. But you have to be willing to move forward, and it's not going to be easy. It's never easy. Anything that's like struggle or like a challenge is not easy, but it's about how you move forward. And it really does start with here. Our minds play so many tricks on us, and it can really bring you down. And that's why, I do believe that depression really, really is like, can make you go down a certain road. And that's where like there's suicide, and mental health is so important. And I'm happy that people are talking about it more, but I don't think it's talked about enough and taking it seriously, because your mind will play so many tricks on you, and we are our biggest enemy. We are our worst enemy. We really, really are. So I just hope that from anything you took in this video, that it's okay to start over. It's uncomfortable, but it's worth it, and in time you will see that. And it's okay to do things for yourself and worry about yourself. Don't feel guilty. I never want anybody to feel how I've ever felt, so don't feel like worthless. If you feel worthless, you feel like you're not enough for somebody or a situation, change it. Remove yourself. It's hard to remove yourself, but once you cut that cord, you kind of feel free. And I know some people that can vouch for that. So until my next video, I'm excited for these convos with Kay. It's really more of just like, let's sit down, maybe you can do your makeup, let's eat together, which I don't know if I'll eat on camera, but I mean, let's just sit down and talk and be real, because life is not easy. And those who pretend that it is, or like keep in their little cave, are suffering the most. So let's just be open and talk about it. So until next time, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.